Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda here once again, back for some more Resident Evil 4 Remake on the Hardcore S Plus walkthrough. We are doing Chapter 9 here. This chapter, of course, includes the infamous hedge maze with the evil dogs and stuff, and also the three-headed animal statue where you have to get all three of those and slot them in. And we're gonna grab the yellow herb there. Of course, this chapter also includes the Ashley section, so it is a pretty long chapter. Definitely strap in for a bit of a longer slog here. Loot those two barrels. I also looted two pots while I was still in the room. And then we are going to embark on the hedge maze. So what I do is I grab this first tower, and then I will go to the one on the right, the other one that you just climb up and don't need to worry about Ashley with her lever pulling. Because whenever you go to that one, and then open the gate, you're pretty close to the third and final one from there. So I think that's a pretty decent route to run. And yeah, so we're going to run through here. And there's three things to loot over here. One of them is a Viper right there, so make sure you double stab to take him out. And you can grab this crate as well for some additional stuff. And then we're going to continue on. Here will be your first dog. Try not to run up too far like I did, because it will run away if you do that. Try and take it out if you can before it is able to run away. But I chased it down here because you might want to come back here anyway, since there is a first aid spray back there, which is good to pick up, as well as a crate. It's just a short little detour, and first aid sprays are quite valuable, so I'd probably recommend doing that. And then we head back the other direction. Hit a left here. There's, of course, another crate, and then there's these two dogs which are locked up in the cage. Pretty much you just want to kill all the dogs in this chapter. You're not really going to be able to avoid it. This one turns into a Plaga, so I give it two swift shotgun shots to bring its health down and then take it out with the Red 9. But yeah, these guys are super fast. They'll easily catch you. You won't be able to run away from them. And yeah, the normal ones that don't turn into Plagas aren't too bad. Usually 2 or 3 shots with the Red 9 will put them down. So you shouldn't have to worry too much about wasting ammo, but definitely do want to take them out. There's 2 dogs here on the other sides of this fence. That one will not come over the fence, so you want to try and kill it before it runs away. And that other one that's on the other side of that fence will usually jump over the fence, and you just kill it like that. Quickly detour into this back room to grab this vase and the chest, which has the elegant chessboard inside. Nice little treasure there for some additional cash. And then we are here at the second tower for the second flag drop. And yeah, I mean, going pretty smoothly. The dogs can be very annoying if one escapes and is roaming around the maze and will suddenly just jump on you and deal damage to you. It's kind of hard to deal with it if you have that happen, so try not to let any of the dogs that you encounter get away and make distance in any way. Just try and take them out as soon as you can, as soon as you see them, and you should be good to go there. So take the second right out of that door, and then another dog will always jump through the bushes here, so be prepared for that to take it out. And then you've got 3 dogs that are in a cage right here, so be ready for those. They can sometimes, of course, be Plagas as well. I like to get some shotgun action down on the Plaga ones. And make sure you dip into their cage really quick, because there's a free flashbang there on the ground, which is absolutely worth picking up. And then we can head around here, grab this crate, and then tell Ashley to hop on the lever. And usually there'll be a dog, you just saw it run by there, that'll come for you after you do this. So just wait for it here and take it out. Don't risk running and getting caught around a corner or being cheesed somehow, because that, could definitely go south. But yeah, take that dog out. Ashley's holding the lever, and head up the stairs here to pull the final flag lever. And then, of course, Ashley will be attacked by, I think it's about 4 zealots who come through the gate from the courtyard. So just be prepared to take them out. Ashley can sometimes get stuck with them and continually picked up, so I usually try to head over towards her to make sure she's safe and try and take these guys out, because they are pretty annoying. Of course, with the armor suit again, as usual, we will be a lot safer in terms of Ashley getting taken away or killed. I go ahead and completely waste a rifle bullet there, which is not recommended usually. Just try and hit those usually when you fire them. And then I take that guy out before he gets any further away. You can kill those 3 before they get around the corner, of course, because it's definitely possible to hit your bullets, like I did not do. But yeah, you see there's 2 guys over here, so if I hadn't come over, Ashley probably would have gotten caught in a loop of just being picked up and stuff like that. And then right here, I was afraid that she was going to troll me and just get taken, but managed to get her away. And then make sure you quickly, when you head back to the main area here, go up the stairs and into the building, because there will be some additional dogs that might spawn behind you, and you don't want to have to deal with them. So just head straight in, and that's the hedge maze done. So yeah. The armor suit, again, if you don't know, can be gotten by completing hardcore in under 10 hours, and that can be done on New Game Plus, so it is quite easy to do. Highly recommended for doing any S Plus runs, but when I do my professional walkthrough, I won't use the armor set. I won't use any of the bonus weapons. It'll just be a vanilla run, and I'll be doing that for the professional S Plus video, so you can look forward to that once this series is done. Here at the Merchant, after looting those 2 cupboards at the beginning, I do decide to pick up the body armor at this point. And here we also have unlocked all of the, all of the higher level upgrades for your guns. Here at the trade place, I do decide to pick up the high power scope. I highly prefer it over the normal scope. You don't need it if you're fine with the normal scope, but I just prefer it personally. It's definitely much nicer for me to have the dot instead of the triangle. But yeah, now of course we do have all of the what am I trying to say here? We do have all the upgrades available, so we're going to try and push the Red 9 to its max level as soon as possible. Right here, I had 3 gold coins at this point, and I think I trolled and accidentally put in 1 silver, but I recommend if you do have 3 gold coins at any point from looting those accessory things in additional time, just head down the elevator at a merchant and cash them in for a charm. You might get lucky and get something really good, like the plus 8% movement speed. I got the rocket launcher discount one, which is not useful at all to me, but that might be good for you guys, because I could recommend, I definitely would recommend, if you're struggling with any of this, any of the bosses or anything, you can definitely buy a rocket launcher for Salazar, Krauser, or Sadler, and definitely, especially for Sadler, you could literally sell all your guns and have enough for numerous rocket launchers at the end, because Sadler's obviously the final boss. So I could recommend that for sure if you do struggle with any of the bosses. Of course, this puzzle is quite easy. Ashley sits at the chair that is to the left and the furthest to the end of the room on the first table, and then Leon on the opposite side and the opposite table. Just you can see where they sat down. It's the same every time. Just set Ashley on that first one, go sit on the other one. And I think I do forget to grab the snake head. For some reason, I struggle with remembering to actually even grab the snake head for whatever reason. I don't know why I failed to do it there, but definitely make sure you grab that. I think I have to go back and get it later. Going through this second room for the lion head, definitely loot all that stuff. There's some gunpowder on the table, pot on the thing, and then a small key in the cabinet. Grab the lion head right away when you get down here, and then I like to run around and loot the room a little bit as much as I can as the first set of armor suits are spawning in. Definitely a good place to make use of flashbangs. As my inventory is full, I need to combine some herbs to clear that up. But yeah, I'm just looting a bunch of stuff in the room here, and obviously best to shoot these guys in their plaga locations, because that will give you the most damage. But there are, I think in the last set, there's one that has its plaga on the back, which is really annoying to hit. And it's also really annoying when you do hit them in the plaga. Sometimes they'll do that massive, exaggerated stagger to the left. But whenever they go down on the ground like that, you definitely want to make it a huge priority to run up and melee it, because that will always pop their helmet off, which makes it much easier to kill them, and also makes them susceptible to flashbangs if you're using them. But yeah, try and be careful try keep them both like on your screen so you can try and avoid their attacks. But yeah, this isn't too bad. The knights aren't that hard to fight, in my opinion. For the last set of 3, I usually do a pretty nice strategy involving Ashley and the fire that she throws. This one I take out with the rifle. You can use whatever guns you want, but usually I go with the Red 9 for the plaga to get their helmet off, and then I'll either snipe or Red 9 them down. That one spawned in a lot quicker than I was ready for, which is why I got hit there. I didn't realize it was going to spawn in so quick, but then Ashley threw a fire thing down and stunned it for me, so that gets you a free kick on it. And she does it again to this one, which is nice because that's one of the ones that does have the plaga on the back, and it can definitely be annoying to take it out yourself without having the kick available. But yeah, go ahead and take this one out as well, and then the final set of 3 are going to spawn. And what I try to do here is I try to corral them all up in the middle by sort of standing in the middle and dodging tightly. And also I'm just putting my flashbangs on a shortcut here, but yeah, like trying to dodge tightly around their sword strikes and corral them all up in the middle. As you'll see in a second here, I do fail at that and get hit, and I'm gonna have to heal up. But they are now all near each other, and usually right around now, Ashley will throw another fire thing, and then if you do it properly and have them all close together, you can get them all to get stunned by that singular fire thing, kick them all, and then toss a flashbang, and that will kill them all. So definitely a pretty good strategy to utilize right there for the final wave of knights. And you can also try and do it for either of the other 2 waves whenever Ashley does throw that fire. But right there, it's obviously the most useful because there's 3 of them, and you can try and get them all to be in the center there so you can get them all at once. Catch Ashley so she'll come down here with you and then pull the tails of these centaurs, I guess they are, to open the gate here. And we have 2 animal heads down as long as you actually grab the snake head, which I did not. I'll have to go back for it again. Grab the cubic device here since you can loot a couple things with it and obviously sell it itself. I think it sells for 5k or so whenever you leave the castle. And we're going to get back out to the hall here. And I guess I forget to do it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go back and do it in a second. Okay, I remember here. You want to go back here into the merchant area because there is a cubic device slot right here that you can do really quick to get a, I think that's a butterfly lamp in there. So yeah, if you don't know how to do this, just make sure the grooves that are on the front line up with the grooves that are going to be in there. Pretty simple. And then, you know, send it in and you get the butterfly lamp there, which I am quickly going to just inlay with 3 rubies since I have a bunch of those. And yeah, we've got another treasure to sell. These things, I'm not sure if I want to use yet. I don't have 2 red barrels for the necklace or anything like that, but I'm just going to quickly sell that butterfly lamp and then repair up my... oh, actually, I decide to get the red 9 power. Yeah, so like I said, priority now for most of our money is going to be upgrading the red 9 to maximum, getting that exclusive upgrade for its power increase. I think it's definitely worth it. The red 9 is the strongest handgun. It's very powerful when you get those upgrades all set up. And then... depending on your route, I would probably then upgrade the riot gun to its maximum and get its exclusive upgrade if possible, because the rifle's exclusive upgrade is not useful. It's just fire rate increase, while the shotgun and red 9 both have a power increase. But here we are in the last room. For this red zealot, I try to get 2 rifle shots on him. I missed my second one, unfortunately, but deal with this guy, and then I pretty much just bum rush it here. It's a little bit risky, but I find it works pretty well. And especially if you make use of flashbangs and the shotgun, trusty combination. Right here I get kind of turbo griefed where a guy jumps on my head, I get whacked, another guy jumps on my head before I can finally climb this ladder. So potentially you might want to use a flashbang there to get up the ladder easier. But yeah, I then went over here, and I think it's definitely probably going to be worth it for you to kill the red zealot because he drops a red barrel and will obviously stop stunning you. And then we quickly pull this lever here. And I think I shotgun this guy, and then I will be tossing a flashbang around this corner, not only to kill this Plaga, but also to allow myself an easy and safer exit from the room to get over to that. So as you can see, a couple guys over there. Decided to kick this one down to buy myself even further additional time. And I think there was actually a Plaga down there that died. This guy, who was also a Plaga, I just decided to run straight past, and then I'm going to utilize another flashbang to get out of the room with. So yeah, a little bit messy in here. Probably use maybe a grenade would have been better at the bottom of that ladder. Just like chuck it up there, and that'll blow a bunch of guys up. And then maybe shotgun 1 or 2 at the base of the ladder before climbing up, and then taking out the red zealot using a flashbang to make your way out, and you know, going from there. So yeah, here we go. As you can see, a bunch of guys coming around. Oh, I'm going with the heavy grenade here. Okay, I guess that works too. Anything to... Okay, I trolled myself by saying that, but yeah, as you can see, flashbang works very well. Gets all these guys out of my way. Give a couple of them the swift kick to get out of there even quicker, and there we have it. So yeah, a couple of pretty crazy segments there. That one especially can be a little bit dicey, but you can usually do a similar strategy to what I did there and be able to get through it. And it is at this point that I realize I do not have the snake head because I'm a bozo and just forgot to grab it. So thankfully it's the closest one and easy to just go back and grab. So I do that, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, if you have any issues with those segments, then let me know in the comments. I can probably give some additional tips if there's any issues that you guys might run into. But I think those are pretty straightforward. I mean, especially the one with the knights is a good strategy, especially on that third wave. And then that one with the goat's head. Again, it is a little bit dicey in there, but you should be able to get through and up that ladder without too much trouble, especially if you, like I said, maybe toss in a grenade in there alongside those shotgun blasts. That might help you out quite a bit if you get a grenade up on this the ledge up there to stop the guys from jumping down on your head when you're trying to climb the ladder. Anyway, we are now in the Ashley segment, which is completely free, obviously, if you have the armor suit, because you can't die. But if you don't, you got to be a little bit careful running past the knights. For hardcore and professional, the clock is 7 o'clock, and that's what you need to get through. Otherwise, it's 11:04. Knowing the clock password or whatever you want to call it is a huge time saver here, so definitely utilize it. Otherwise, you have to go through that whole library, grab the key ring, go up the elevator to find the clock time, open the clock door, go down, go back through the study, go back to the clock door, and then you go down here. And instead, you can just skip straight to the clock door and go down here. And it thankfully actually opens up the way to get up to where Leon is right away. Because obviously you're leaving your lantern behind, so you can't go and get the key ring to be able to get up the elevator. So thankfully the devs did think of this ahead of time and allow you to use this as a shortcut because it opens the way up the stairs for you. And pretty much what you want to do is go down that elevator, and then when you're in here, you just got to ring these 4 gongs and watch out for the knights who are going to be attacking you. But of course, like I said, I do have the armor suit, so it is invincibility as demonstrated right there. You definitely need to be more careful if you don't have this. And I actually troll right here, and I run off to the left, even though that's not where the... I don't know what I'm doing right here. Again, not perfect. You don't have to be perfect to get these S+ rankings. I did it in a different order than I normally do, and that threw me off in terms of where my positioning was. You know, I can make excuses as much as I want. Basically, I griefed it there. But whenever you get all 4 gongs rung, just run through the gate that opened, and we're going to head over and do the lantern little puzzle thing here. Basically, you just run around to the back, swap your lantern with the one there, then go swap with the other lantern, and go put the one you picked up that at the end to the empty spot. So swap here, put the full moon lantern there, and swap here, and go place this star lantern on the final pedestal, and that will open up the way there to the emblem thingy. And then basically you just got to run all the way back out and up the elevator, up the stairs to save Leon, and that'll be the end of the chapter. So yeah, like I said, quite a decently long chapter, but nothing super difficult. Probably the hardest part is the room with the goat's head and the red zealot. The dogs in the hedge maze are just really annoying. It's not necessarily super difficult, especially if you know where the dogs have those set spawn points where they jump through the bushes at you. Because those can really catch you off guard and be a pretty big pain. But yeah, we got to crawl through here, which is pretty slow. And we're going to run back to the elevator and up to continue our way. But yeah, like I said briefly a little bit ago, I am going to try and do in my professional S+ walkthrough a run where I don't use the Ashley armor suit, I don't use any power weapons, and yeah, I guess those are the main 2 things that you'd be looking for to make it more challenging. And but I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to use them. I just want to go for that as like a challenge to myself, and also to show that you don't necessarily need to get these other things. But obviously, if you're going for professional S+, you can certainly unlock the armor suit. I just know that some people might find it like cheap to do it with this type of thing, but in my eyes, it's pretty clear to me that Capcom expects people to use things like the Chicago Sweeper and the hand cannon on the professional S+ run, because there's a separate challenge in the challenge list that tells you to do a professional new game run without using the bonus weapons. And that's not included in the S+, so it is separate there. But as you saw, just free to run through and up the stairs, place the emblem, and that's the end of the chapter, coming in slightly over 19 minutes there. Decently lengthy one, and we've completed it. Next up, we are going into chapter 10, which is one of the most annoying in the entire game, because you have to go through the huge bug room, and I absolutely hate the bugs. The Novistadors are the worst. See you guys for that. Hope this helps. Peace.